All right, so welcome to the video. In this one, we are going to configure a network that is going to be very similar to a real-world example. And in here, I'm planning to use like VLANs, the DTP, Dynamic Trunking Protocol, HSRP, OSPF, NAT, right? So we are going to use all these things and we are going to combine everything and we are going to learn something new. So first of all, let's build our topology. So as a supplementary document, I'm going to use this table, as you can see here. So this table will also be used to properly assign my IPs and properly manage my interfaces. I'll explain how this table works when I'm doing this. But now let me add the main components or the devices that I need for this topology. So first of all, I'll be selecting the 2960 switches for this. And then I'll select two layer 3 switches, two layer 3 switches as well. So in this case, I do have two. I'm going to go with this. So I'm going to plug here and put one here. And then I'll be using a router like this. And there's going to be another router here. We'll rename this later. And I need 6 computers. 1, 2. So this is going to be VLAN 10 actually. This is VLAN 20. And this is VLAN 30. Right. Let's just give name. So in the table, you can see we have V10 PC1, V10 PC2, V20 PC1, V20 PC2. So likewise, let's give the proper names. Here, V10 PC2, V20 PC1, we have V20 PC2, we have V30 PC1, and then we have V30 PC2. Right. Then for the switches, you can see names are going to be V10 switch, V20 switch, and V30 switch. So let's give those names as well. So V10S, V20S, and V30S, right? And since you have already seen the model number, so I'm going to go to my tools, options, preferences, and from here, I'm going to remove model numbers because otherwise it's going to be a bit many information in the working area. So now it looks better. And then for the these are our multi-layer switches. So for our multi-layer switches, it's going to be MS01 and MS02. Okay, I accidentally closed it. I'll open it again. So MS01 and MS02. Okay, and this is going to be my, let me see. Yes, this is going to be my CR01. That means core router. So I'll be naming it as CR01. CR01. Or you can just name it as CR because this is the only core router that we are going to have within the topology. That's fine. Now let's follow the guidelines as we can see here. So if you go to V30S, V20S, and V10S, you can see the FA01 is connected to MS01, FA02. And in the V10 switch, FA02 again connected to MS02, FA02. So we have to make sure we are going to do this proper wiring or proper connection. So then it's going to be easy for us. Right. So let's do it now. In this case, since I'm connecting these two, I'll be using, like, can I keep it like half in the screen? That's easier. Let me see. Okay. Yes, manageable. And I'll take this to the other half. Right. This looks fine. let's do the wiring as mentioned in the table. So let's first connect the multi-layer switches with our normal switches. So I'm going to go to connections, right? And from there, I'm going to select copper crossover. And as you saw, the multi-layer switch interface 2, that means FA02 should be connected to FA01 in my switch like this. And again, same story. Going to select MS01. So you can see again, I'll clarify this to you. So you can see MS01, which means this one, FA02 should be connected to FA01. And MS02, again, same story, but I'll finish up the MS01 work first. So after this, I'm going to go for MS01, FA03 connected to FA01 in this switch, and then 4 to this switch. So I'll be doing that fast now. So I'm going to click this, the first one here, and then click this 4 to the first one here. Done. So this is according to the table. And then after that, I'm going to switch to MS02, which is going to be this one. You can see MS02, FA02 going to be connected, and FA02 from here will be connected to FA03 and FA04. So I'll be selecting those ports now, starting from FA02. So I'm going to go here, this FA02 to here. That means FA02, right? Correct. From here, 3 to 2, and then from 4 to 2. So you can see 4 to 2, right? So everything's okay. This is the basic configuration when it comes to the access layer, right? Then for these ones, we don't have any restrictions. You can just select copper straight through and connect it from T2 NIC and 4 to NIC as you wish. It's fine. That's not going to be a big problem anyways. From this to this, and from this to this, from this to this, and this to this. So those connections are also done. Now let's go for CR01. As you can see, I didn't mention anything about CR01, but you saw the when we cable it, the FA01 was not used here, right? So we have to get FA01. You can see in the MS01, FA01 is being connected CR01 big 000. That means here big 000 will be connected to MS01 FA01, and MS02 FA01 will be connected to gig 000 gig 001. Right. Let's do that cabling now, copper straight through again. So you click this fast Ethernet 01 will be connected to gig 000, and this will be connected to gig 001. Right. So we have done work according to our requirement. You can see in the CR01, C01/0 should be connected to SC01/0. So let's get a serial cable and click this. You can see there are no serial ports. It's okay. So I'm going to maximize this window, right? And I'm going to click this and then go to physical, turn off the device. This is the serial interface. Drag it and drop it here, and then again turn it on. And same story to this side. Turn it off, drag it and drop it here, turn it on back. Yeah, good. And then the serial cable, click this serial 0/1, connect it to here. Right. So as you can see, basic requirements in the table is now fulfilled. But also you can see there are some IP addresses that we have to add and everything. I'm not gonna do this part now. I'll be sharing two parts for this video. This is the first part where we build the topology. But in the first part, I'll assign these IP addresses as well. That means this IP addresses for the PCs. So the first PC should be 192.168.10.10. Okay, let's do that. So we go here and we are going to say 192.168.10.10, and the subnet mask is going to be the default subnet mask 192.168.10. So in this case, remember, since we are running HSRP, we have to give a virtual IP address. So the virtual IP address is going to be 10.100, 200, whatever the number. I'll use 10.100, which is going to be fine. And same story here. I'll be doing the same. So 192.168.10.11, and then IP address, and 192.168.10.100, or you can use the last usable IP if you want. But in this case, I'll be using this value. In an exam, it might be different. And this is the VLAN 20. So 192.168.20.10 and 192.168.20.100. Everything looks fine. Other side here. Here, 192.168.10. This is going to be 20.11, and this is going to be 192.168.20.100. Same story to the VLAN inside the VLAN 30 as well. So we give 192.168.30.10, and then 192.168.30.100. And the other device, 192.168.30.11, 192.168.30.100. So as you can see, since we have this layer 3 switches, when we run HSRP, this switch should be the ready, or we can say the active one, right? And this switch is going to be our standby. Okay, and for these switches, the virtual IPs that I'm going to use, so the virtual IPs for both switches going to be the same. So the virtual IP addresses, I'll mention it here. So for VLAN 10, the virtual IP is going to be 192.168.10.100, and for VLAN 20, it's going to be 192.168.20.100, and for VLAN 30, it's going to be 192.168.30.100, right? So these are the virtual IPs that I'm going to use within this topology. Okay, so I'll save it just to like properly see it. I'll do it like this, right? Not necessarily I have to place it here. I'll just keep it here, right? Since you guys know what I'm talking about. And for VLANs, we have to give separate IPs. We'll do those configurations later, right? I'm going to do a small double check to see whether everything is okay. Yes, and okay, looks fine. Looks fine. Okay, so if we face any problems, we can figure it out from there, right? Okay, so this is the part one where we did basically the IP configurations. In the part two, we'll be diving into running command line work. All right, so I'll share halfway done this packet tracer file in the description. You can download it if you want and continue to the part two from there. Okay, I'll see you in the part